Hey Rocky friends, Kirostyle here. Welcome to Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. Thank you so much for joining me here on stream. Welcome in. Sai, congratulations on being first. CB, hello, hello. Xander, thanks for stopping by. Kieran, welcome in. Sky, it's good to see you. Moonlight, thanks for stopping by. Aru, hello, hello. And Blaze, thanks for dropping by the stream. Yule, it's good to see you. And Gora, hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing well today. This game just came out today. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. So before we get into it, I'm going to talk a little bit about what this game is for those of you that might not know, and then we'll play through the story mode. So we played Dead or Alive 5 Last Round on stream a few months ago after they announced this game. So Dead or Alive 6, the original Dead or Alive 6, came out in 2019, and they only very recently announced that they were going to release Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, which came out today. Part of it was to update this game for like current generational hardware, and also in order to prepare because they are developing Dead or Alive 7 right now. Or at least that's what they hinted at. So these are fighting games. And so the thing is, I talked about the history of this series quite a bit when we played Dead or Alive 5 Last Round a few months ago. So I'm not going to go into the entire history of the series here. If you want, you can go back and look at our Dead or Alive 5 playthrough for that, but I will go over some of the main points, and then I'll talk a little bit about this game specifically. So this game, it was a big surprise when they said that, oh, we're updating this game, right? It's been like 7 years since this game came out, so people didn't expect them to suddenly come out and be like, hey, we are releasing another Dead or Alive game, let alone working on another one, which is good because, you know, fighting games are thriving right now. Now, Dead or Alive has never really been on, like, as big of a name as, like, Tekken and Street Fighter, but it is, like, a good fighting game series that's bogged down by a couple of other things. Like, for example, they're known, unfortunately, for, like, the sexualization of the female characters in the game, which, honestly, actually isn't as bad as it sounds, because in the game, it's mostly just, like, you know, you have sexy characters, all fighting games have sexy characters. And then in Dead or Alive 5, they had like special jiggle physics for them, which is a little weird, but some people like that, whatever. This game, I don't think has a special physics for them. But it's also because people know about Dead or Alive, like Volleyball, which is like the spin-off series where it's just the girls in very scanty outfits playing volleyball, right? That's a lot of people actually know the series more for the volleyball than they do for the fighting game, which is where it originated. The fighting game is actually like where it started, and it's a pretty good fighting game. Dead or Alive pioneered the way for 3D fighting games alongside Virtua Fighter and Tekken, and like it revolutionized like the way the physics worked on those older generational hardwares. It also revolutionized sweat and dirt physics in games. It has really cool stage transitions. Those are a lot of things that it brought into the fighting game community that it doesn't really get accolades for because of all the negatives about the game, or the bad press about the game. The other bad thing about the game that a lot of people talk about is the egregious microtransactions and monetization, which is still very true. And it's unfortunate, but if you get the game and you don't go ham on buying the extra costumes, it's not too bad. But if you do want all the extra costumes, or if you have a character you like, especially if it's a female character, because they get way more costumes than the male characters, you're going to be spending a lot of money. This game also has a shared universe with Ninja Gaiden, so as you can see, we have Ryu Hayabusa here, along with other characters like Ayane and Momiji and Rachel, for example. So Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden are intrinsically linked together. Now, speaking of games that haven't been updated in a long time, a lot of people informed me about this because very recently they made an announcement that BlazBlue Central Fiction is getting a new DLC character, which is crazy because that game came out 11 years ago, and the last time I got a DLC character was 9 years ago. So the fact that they suddenly said that they're going to add a new character to Central Fiction after so long is crazy and unexpected, which you guys know I'm a big BlazBlue fan. So that's really good. Anyways, that's not really on topic here. So Dead or Alive 6 has a couple new characters, or originally had a couple new characters when it first came out compared to Dead or Alive 5. It added Diego and Nico, so one boy and one girl. For DLC, they added Phase 4, Momiji, Tamaki, who's a completely new character, Nyo Tengu, Rachel, as well as 2 guest characters, Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, and Kula Diamond from King of Fighters. So most of the DLC characters are actually the same as the DLC characters from Dead or Alive 5. But it's good for people that wanted those characters to return, I suppose. Now, you might be wondering then what's new with the last round update, other than the fact that it's upgraded from PS4 to PS5 graphics. But they added a new photo mode because the original game did not have an actual photo mode, and the game looks really good. So it's nice that if you want to do that, you want to take some nice screenshots of your characters, the models look really nice, you could do that, and there's a lot of things you can do with the photo mode. They also said that they're going to add more to this game later on. So if you buy Dead or Alive 6 last round, you get most of the DLC characters that were in Dead or Alive 6, except for Mai Shiranui and Kula Diamond because they were collaboration characters, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, they said they're going to continue adding costumes and at least one completely new DLC character to this game later. So they're not out just yet. Now, if you already own Dead or Alive 6, the original game, you can carry over some progress. So any like in-game cosmetics that you earn, because there's a couple cosmetics you can earn in-game by getting in-game currency, as well as like things like your story mode progress, which isn't very long, and other things, but not your like leaderboard stuff. So if you get like high scores or ratings against other players, that does not get carried over. Now the thing is, you would think that if they release this game, Dead or Alive 6 last round, oh, that means they're going to include Dead or Alive 6 and all its DLC. You are very sorely mistaken. So this game comes with the DLC characters, except for Mai and Kula from Dead or Alive 6, but it doesn't come with any of the DLC. So if you want costumes for your characters and you were hoping that you could get this game and just get all the costumes packaged with it, no. You have to buy them. If you did buy them for Dead or Alive 6, the original game, you do get them carried over. So if you did spend money on Dead or Alive 6, you do get those costumes over, except for Mai and Kula's costumes. So that's nice, but it kind of sucks because it's like, okay, well, we still have to pay for the DLC, which I get it, you need to make money, but people were kind of hoping that maybe this would be like a complete package. Like a lot of times fighting games release new versions and they come with all the previous DLC, which is great, but Dead or Alive 6 has so much DLC in the form of costumes, hundreds of dollars worth of it, so I can see that they still want that money. Now, the other thing that doesn't carry over is Dead or Alive 6, the original game, had a controversy about it because you could pay microtransactions in that game to change the character's hair colors. You might think, okay, well, yeah, I could pay DLC to change their hair colors, but it was consumable DLC. So for example, if I want to change, I don't know, Ryu Hayabusa's hair color to blonde, I could pay money, real life money, to get like coins that I could exchange in-game to change him to blonde. But if I want to change him back to brown hair or to another color, I need to pay more money. So let's say I change him to black hair afterwards, I need to pay more money, and I change him to black hair. Let's say if I want to go back to blonde, I need to pay money again. So it was a consumable DLC, so people were not happy about that, understandably so. It was very greedy. But this game does not have that option at all, so I don't think you can change the hair colors at all. There is some customization. Most characters have at least 2 hairstyles, and you can choose whether to have glasses on the characters or not, but you have to in-game buy those options. So it's not as customizable as Tekken, for example. Now, the thing is that this game does not include Mai Shiranui and Kula Diamond, the guest characters. However, you could buy them as DLC. The thing is, so Mai, over here, from Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, and Kula from King of Fighters, do not come with the base game. So if you buy Dead or Alive last round, regardless of whether or not you bought Mai and Kula in the original game, you have to buy them again here, which is pretty greedy, I think. I understand they're collaboration characters, and that also includes all their costumes. If you bought them in the base game, you need to buy them again for this game if you want them. It's crazy because this game costs like $60 Canadian, which is like a little bit less if you change it into a American dollar. If you want to get Mai or Kula, they're $15 each Canadian. If you want to get Mai or Kula with a bunch of their starter costumes, they're $30 each. That's like half the price of the game. That's insane. That's crazy. Furthermore, this game does not have cross-play, so people on PlayStation cannot play with people on PC, or Xbox, or Nintendo Switch 2, and there's no netcode, there's no rollback netcode either. So a lot of people are not very happy with this release, and I totally agree. Even the UI isn't changed. This menu is exactly the same as it was in the base game. I thought they would at least pretty it up or something, right? But they didn't. So it seems like a cash grab, right? And a lot of people aren't happy with that, which I get. So my personal recommendation is if you have the original Dead or Alive 6, don't bother buying Last Round. If you want to get Dead or Alive 6 and you think this is a good opportunity, yeah, go ahead, buy Last Round. But if you already own the base game, don't spend the extra money. It's not worth it. Unless you really, really want to play online with people, because you cannot play online now with Dead or Alive 6. You need to upgrade to Last Round if you want to play with people online. Which, you know, I get it, but also it is a greedy cash grab, which is unfortunate, because at its core, it's a good fighting game, but it just has all these other problems with it that draws negative press, which is really unfortunate. So not worth the price unless you're a diehard Dead or Alive fan, or if you want to play online with people, or if you don't have the original game. That's my personal recommendation, but I am going to play it here for you guys, so you don't have to if you are not interested. Yeah, it is a little silly. Ditznal, welcome to the stream. Shu, hello, hello. And Zink, it's good to see you. Welcome in, Zink. Welcome, welcome. Is there anything else I want to say? I want to show you the characters just for people that aren't familiar with the series. I know we played this on stream a few months ago, but I'll just quickly introduce you to the characters in case you're not familiar with the series. So we have Kasumi, who's the main character. She's a ninja. We have Zack, the local funny man. He's like usually the referee or the promoter. I do like these like character select posters that they have, although it takes a little bit too long to load the characters in my opinion. Tina and Helena. We have Bass Armstrong. We have Mila. She was introduced in the last game, Dead or Alive 5. Ayane, which you might recognize from Ninja Gaiden as well. I do like her outfit here. Diego's a new character for Dead or Alive 6, the base game. So he's pretty cool. We have Bayman. And again, like, there's a lot of costumes for the characters, but the girls get like 3 or 4 times more costumes than the guys. We have Jan Li, Lei Fang. We have Hitomi. So basically, almost the only characters that are missing from this game that were in Dead or Alive 5 were the Virtua Fighter collaboration characters and the Samurai Warriors character. We have Rig, who was new in Dead or Alive 5. We have Christy. Of course, we have Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. We have Hayate, who's also a ninja. I actually really like his outfit in this one because I don't like his outfit in Dead or Alive 5, so I think this is an upgrade. Marie Rose. We have Honoka. Nico's one of the new fighters for this game. She looks like a Vocaloid. That's what I think of when I see her. We have Kokoro. We have La Mariposa, also known as Lisa. Of course, we have our Drunken Fist, Brad Wong. We have Elliot, who's the character I usually play in these games. I don't really like his outfit in this game. It's not bad, but I really like his outfit from Dead or Alive 5 because it's like the sleeveless blue outfit. And he doesn't get that one in this one, which is kind of sad. You can also choose between 2 different hairstyles for him, and one of them is the hair kind of have, like, I think they call them wings, like flaying out the sides, or you can get like a complete bowl cut for him. We have Raido. And he was DLC for the base game. We have Nyo Tengu, who is DLC for the base game. Phase 4, she's a Kasumi clone who was originally DLC. We have Momiji from Ninja Gaiden, who was originally DLC as well. We have Rachel from Ninja Gaiden, who was also originally DLC. Tamaki, who was also originally DLC and also a completely new character. Collaboration character Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury and King of Fighters. And then Kula Diamond from King of Fighters. So they said they would add more DLC characters to this game. There's like 3 empty spots here on the character select, so I don't know if they're going to eventually add 3, if they're just going to add 1. I guess we'll see. So just like last time we played this game on stream a few months ago, like I love fighting games. I love fighting games, but I'm not really good at fighting games because I don't sit down and practice them, let alone a specific fighting game, let alone one like this where I have not played it in years. So just a reminder that, you know, I'm gonna just play through the story. It'll be fun time, but I'm not really looking for people to backseat my gameplay, because last time I played this game, it was only like for one stream too, and I had like 5 people coming in telling me like, no, your combo's wrong here, you dropped your combo here, you did this wrong, Kiro, you should be guarding here, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm just playing this for fun. Alice, welcome to the stream, thanks for stopping by. So I think it also carried over my save data, so it thinks I've already finished story mode, but I should be able to start a new story mode gameplay. Okay, yeah, so the story mode is not as confusing as the previous game where we had like, it was like linear, but it like kept jumping between times. I think this time it's like a little bit easier to follow. Okay, so let's just start with the prologue. So Raido was the bad guy in like the first couple games, and then he died and he got resurrected as a cyborg. So this is him as a cyborg. Chuckles. Oh, that was it. That was the prologue. Oh, that was part of the prologue. There's more than one. Oh, so it's gonna bring me back to this screen after every single one? I kind of wish it would just play continuously. I do like the stages in this game. They look cool.
Excellent work.
Oh, Miss Helena, is there something I can do for you?
I do have something important I need you to do for me. But Marie Rose, I first need to know if you can handle it.
Oh, I'm just right into it. Ow. Ooh. It looks like there's lasers on the edge of the arena. Yeah, the cutscenes are comically fast.
She's quite amazing, isn't she?
We need to make sure her power is not misused. Can I entrust this to you?
I understand. Leave it to me.
And again, like they upgraded from PS4 to PS5 graphics, but the PS4 ones looked fine, so it's not that noticeable to me, at least. Yeah, it's the opposite of Blaze Blue, where the cutscenes in that game are super long. I think I like the Tekken cutscenes, or Tekken 8. I think does a really good job with finding that balance. Hey Hunter, welcome in. Should I be reading all these like things out loud? Maybe I will, just so that we have it complete. Okay, prologue, omens. By the cruelty of fate, Fame Douglas has paid with his life for trying to stop Donovan and the Mist, the laboratory that was part of the Doatech Corporation, his prized creation. Now the research he had tried to stop was gaining momentum once again. Secret mission. After the last incident, Kasumi chose to distance herself and retreat to a quiet mountain village. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, Helena had her attention caught by a peculiar certain girl. First chapter, Suspicion. Rig was supposed to be a supervisor on the Doatech platform, but something had changed about him in the midst of it all. Unable to put it out of his mind, Hayate came to Helena to find out the identity of the man who attacked them. Alright, so Rig was a new character in Dead or Alive 5, and he was an amnesiac, and at the end of the game it was revealed that he was actually a bad guy, but we didn't really find out much beyond that.
You can't go in without permission, especially with that katana. Are you listening?
Marie, it's okay. You can let him through. And so, how may I help you?
What happened to that plant?
After the explosion, I destroyed everything. Of course, I made sure that it was reported as merely an accident.
Wait, who's this?
And that's Rig. He was a supervisor at the plant. Did you run into him?
No, but I would like to know where he is now.
Probably New York. I believe he is staying with Bass.
I see. Sorry to bother you.
Rig, what is going on?
Wait, is that it? Okay. Oh, but there's like extra cutscenes. I don't think I ever did these because I think they were added in DLC with the original game. Wait, what's this? Why is there a prologue for Rig all the way over here? Wait, oh wait, everyone has a prologue. Okay, well we'll just go through the... Okay, so I should be going up to down and not left to right? That's so confusing. So if I press the next episode button, it brings me here. Okay. Okay, I should be doing them. Okay, I should be doing them in the order that it. Okay, I wish it would just autoplay these for me. Okay, so, okay, let's do them in order that... Let's do them in chronological order. Wait, but if I press next episode, it doesn't... I just want to do them in the best way for you guys. I'm not sure which way that is. Like if I press... Wait, change display. Oh, wait, that's way easier to look at. So if I press next episode, that doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe it didn't carry over my story progress because there's a bunch of like locked off cutscenes. Or did I only ever do the main story? Is that what happened? Okay, let's do them in order chronologically. Let's do them in order chronologically. Okay, sorry about that. That's so weird. They don't seem to be all unlocked. I don't know which order they get unlocked in.
Hey, Rick, why don't you head back to the hotel? I'm sure my garage is a boring place to be.
It's okay, old man. I'm just gonna be alone and bored if I go back there anyway. Besides, I like it here. Hey, let's have fun. Let's have a spar.
All right then. Bring it on!
Rick's pretty fun to play as.
That was a blast. Now, let's get a drink to cool off, old man Bass.
Lead on!
You're something else.
Well, they seem to be getting along. It goes back to this display every time. I gotta go this every time. Oh, I didn't even read this. Prologue, Rig. The plant he had spent his whole life on was gone. Having nowhere else to go, Rig stayed with his co-worker and good friend Bass in his place in New York. It's a good life, but the boredom of being out of a job was starting to take its toll. Oh, so I guess, oh, so I think, yeah, they unlock from up to down. Wait, but then how do I unlock this one? Okay, whatever. Let's go in order chronologically. It'll be easier to follow that way. Is it easier to follow that way, or does the character unlock? You know what? I'm actually gonna look this up because I don't want to, like, let's say for example I keep going and then I don't have this one unlocked and then I'm like have to come back to it later, then it's gonna be out of order. I don't want that. Okay, does anyone know which order the story should be played to be most coherent? Should I go row by row or column by column? Someone says what they did was they go left to right. As you go, you'll unlock story parts from earlier in time. Start with the earliest, then go left to right. Follow the pattern. Everyone says they don't like this setup. Okay. Okay, let's just do it left to right. Let's just do it left to right. Prologue. Lisa Hamilton was one of the researchers working on the Epsilon project, and she was there when the venue of the previous term was overtaken by mist. As a result, she was thought to have been caught in the explosion, yet...
Excellent job on your infiltration of Mist. We have gathered a lot of information. We in Doetech will be sure to rely on you in the future.
I will be the one to decide what I do.
What do you mean?
My interest is in top-of-the-line research, not just Doetech. Don't try to decide for me.
Are they just gonna fight? Okay. See, it's... You might be confused because Lisa is La Mariposa, and that's the name she uses on the select screen. Because it's her, like, wrestling or luchador alter ego, but in the story, she's just Lisa. Like, she doesn't do any of her luchador stuff in the story. It's a pretty stage, though.
Lisa, don't tell me you're going to Mist.
I have even less interest in working under Donovan.
Oh, I unlocked her second chapter. Okay. So that's how this is gonna work. Prologue, the project. The mastermind behind the cloning experiments and weapons developed by Mist, Victor Donovan, had begun a new project. To make sure it was completed this time, he chose to hire a certain genius scientist to take over the lead on it.
So, what is this?
Ooh, that's a nice outfit on Christy.
Now we're going to check its battle program.
Nico doesn't really look like a fighter or a scientist.
call this thing a prototype. We must strengthen it.
Prototype, prototype. What is it that you are actually trying to do here?
I will recall to this world that most dangerous of all ninja, Raido.
His name's Raiden, and he's from Metal Gear Solid. Oh, this is so confusing. So she unlocked like... It unlocked like new ones. Okay. We'll just keep going left to right then. New York, the dazzling Manhattan night skyline in its shadow hides one of the hottest spots to be found in the city, the venue of the nightly street fighting matches. So this is Diego, the new guy. Is that all for him for now? Okay. It's interesting because this game they introduced Nico and Diego, and between the two of them, Nico is very story relevant and Diego is not. Kind of like how in the previous game we had Rig and Mila, and Rig was story important and Mila was not. Oh, Mai Shinui. Every ninja clan possesses their own ultimate techniques polished to the topmost level of mastery, and they protect the secrets of these teachings with iron dedication. Mai Shiranui, a master of the Shiranui style ninjutsu, has arrived to pit her techniques against those of the Mugen Tenshin clan once again. Just attack people without warning, Mai? Oh, she only speaks Japanese.
へえ、無限天心流。相手にとって不足はなさそうね。どっちが日本一か決めましょう。
The close-ups are pretty cool though, I do like doing those. Her entire butt is just hanging out though. I really like Mai's newest outfit in City of the Wolves, even though it's not her signature one. Hey Ash, welcome in. Okay, so I think we're done with all the prologue ones. Or there's still a second row of prologue. Oh wait, oh there's only one here, okay. So Kula, if you don't know, she's from King of Fighters. She was like an experimental test subject and she has the ability to control ice. Nests, a secret syndicate in possession of many high-class technologies, including a cloning project. Nico was able to discover this organization that exists in another dimension by using the quantum computer she had developed herself, and is now about to conduct the latest testing of a subspace gate. Oh, so they're just gonna be like, oh, we have alternate dimensions now. But see, Mai is from Fatal Fury and King of Fighters. Does that mean she's also from another dimension in this game?
I have been waiting for this.
誰？あ、もしかしてあなたネスツの人？
Irrelevant.
戦うの？いいけど知らないよ。
She just brought her over just so she could fight her? Okay. I do like that Kula like skates around the field. That's kind of cool. Ow. Ooh, that was cool. Where'd she get the lollipop?
You provided me with some interesting data. Please don't tell anyone else.
The comically large lollipop. Okay, very cool. It kind of sucks. I can't just press from Kula's. I can't press the right button and have it just fling me back to the start.